Well, hello everybody. My name is Barrett. Welcome to Tempo League. Today we're talking about how to play drums. This could be your first drum lesson. So instead of diving into technique and talking all about how to hold the stick and how to let the stick flow and do the work properly, which is all super important, instead we're just going to dive right into a groove, play this groove, play this beat together, and then stick around until the end because I'm going to give you a lot of great resources on how to improve your technique. So we're going to start off by counting. We're going to start by counting 1, 2, 3, 4. And every time we say 1, 2, 3, 4, we play the hi-hat. Now I'm going to close the hi-hat down with my foot, okay? There's going to be a temptation to wonder like, well, how do I close it down with my foot? You know, do I keep my heel up? Do I put my heel down? Again, for all of this, don't worry about any of that. Just play. Just put your foot on the hi-hat pedal, close it, and play with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the hi-hat. Now, every time we say 1 and 3, we are going to do our kick drum. Okay? So here we go. 1, it's going to be on 1 and 3, but we keep the hi-hat going on 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? So we'll count in 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay, now every time we say 2 and 4, we're going to hit the snare. Okay, let's count back in. Everything else stays the same. Hi-hat, kick, everything's planned, how we've done it. Snares on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay, great. So we've got a basic groove right there. We're now going to start counting it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? So that's called a subdivision. Don't worry too much about that right now, but we're subdividing it. So same tempo, but now we're going to play the hi-hat every time we say 1, 2, 3, and 4 like before, but we're also going to play it when we say and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now let's do that and everything else stays the same. Kick is on 1 and 3. Snares on 2 and 4. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. Okay? If you're kind of frantic and flailing all over the place, just play it slower. Like this. Okay, so as you can see, we're counting, we're kind of setting up this grid, these numbers, where we can place different parts of the kit, right? So now let's subdivide one more time. Now we're going to count 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and. Let's play the hi-hat on all of those. Now we could play it with two hands, like 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and, or we could play it with 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and. Let's try it both ways. Okay, we'll start off with just with the 2, and then we'll go to 1. Kick, snare, doing the same thing. Okay, 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and. Okay, now one hand. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and. Okay, so now we have all these different ways we can count, right? And you can think about this now. If you're playing drums, you can place whatever part of the kit you want into those numbers, right? That might sound overwhelming right now when you're learning, so don't you don't have to experiment too much with that right now. But let's just say we want to put the snare on the and of 2. Right now we've been putting it on 2 and 4. What if we just want it on the and of 2? And let's not do the 1 and let's just do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and with the hi-hat. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and remember we're going to put the snare on the and of 2. So we're not going to play it when we say 2, we're going to play it when we say 1 and 2 and. So it'd be like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that doesn't sound that good with the kick on 3 anymore. That sounds kind of bad. So let's cut the kick out on 3 and maybe we put the kick on the and of 4. So we'll do the kick on 1 and then we'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we'll put the kick there as well. Okay, so let's try that. The snare is going to be on the and of 2, kick is on 1 and the and of 4, and hi-hat is playing on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Right, so we were just going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and placing things around the kit. You can do that on the floor tom. Same thing. Instead of doing it on the hi-hat, we're going to move our right hand over to the floor tom. Same groove we just did. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. Okay? Now, what if we put the hi-hat while we're doing all that on the ands? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Right? If we want to start using more of the kit, we can put crashes on 1. All right, so you can see we have this grid, right? And until now, I've been saying the sort of how we count it, but it's really quarter notes is 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighth notes is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 16th notes is 1 e and a 2 e and a 3 e and a 4 e and a. So I've got a whole video on reading drum notation. You could check that out if you want to go deeper there. But that's just the language we use to explain all of this stuff. But really, you could simplify and pull it back and just count right now and figure out where you want to place stuff. Go back to just that 1, 2, 3, 4 and put the kick on 1 and 3, snare on 2 and 4. Just start there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Then go 16th notes. The 16th note's kind of chopping out with the right hand. That's maybe more of an advanced thing, but you could get there. Now, how do you get there? That's where we talk about technique. So I have a free playlist, free, right here on YouTube. Redo your hands. Seriously, start on video 1 and just work through all those videos. I tried to give you a ton of info and practices. And if you take time with those, I mean, dude, you are gonna improve. Also, head over to tempoleague.com, and there's some paid stuff over there if you want to go check that out too. But that is a beginner drum lesson. Dive in, figure this stuff out, have fun. Don't worry about not playing it perfect or don't get frustrated. Just have a lot of fun. But don't neglect technique. Dive in, start having fun with grooves, but get that technique worked out too, and you'll have so much more fun. Thanks for checking this out. There's a bunch more videos here on the channel. Check those out too, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.